Hello, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I want to talk about PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started with the show. So, basically today's premise is going to be, can the PlayStation 5 really compete with Microsoft's Azure cloud gaming infrastructure? I don't know, man. Like, Microsoft Flight Simulator has clearly blown my mind. Like, this game is freaking fantastic. There is just so much going on, and the more I research and the more I read about it and the more I learn about what the cloud has done to deliver this experience on the Microsoft, on Xbox Series X and S, is just mind-blowing. To tell you the truth, I don't know how the PlayStation competes with this technology unless they implement this into their games as well. So, a little bit about Microsoft's Azure cloud gaming. You know, I mean, it's used for streaming. You can that's what they use to stream the games to, you know, Xbox Cloud. It's also a technology that allows developers to build their games in the cloud. It gives Microsoft the ability to use super data centers and stuff to compute, you know, like AI, upscaling, like just a whole bunch of different techniques can be used in the Azure cloud infrastructure, and then sent straight to your console. So, being able, like, Microsoft Flight Simulator is kind of interesting in how it does that. So there's all this real world time. There's petabytes of data for the world data, and the Bing Maps updates every 28 days or whatever. So you will always see, say like you're flying over somewhere, like in America, you know, in the summer. But then when you get to winter, and there's snow everywhere, and then the maps update and everything, then you'll actually see, like, basic, well, I mean, it's not necessarily in real time, because, you know, if the maps are updating every 28 days or whatever, you will have instances where, I mean, you'll be able to see, like, the snow on the ground or what's going on. I mean, it tracks storms in real time. Like, this game is phenomenal. Just the things that it can do. And I know they're going to keep iterating on this game. I mean, the last one they put out, I mean, what's it been, like 15 years since the last game, or 16 years or something, 14 years? I don't know the exact time frame of how long the last one came out. But they'll keep iterating on this, as well as just other people, you know, building and creating stuff for this game and adding it to it as it goes. This game here is going to be pretty freaking intense as the years go by. Like, things are going to continue to get better. The technology is going to grow with it. The AI in Azure and in the Azure cloud and everything is going to continue to get better. So when I look at that, what's possible with, you know, with the Azure cloud and Microsoft's AI and everything that they've got going on, that's only just a little piece of the pie with the technology that Microsoft is implementing for the future of gaming. So, I mean, we still have yet to get DirectX or DirectML, which is basically that's the technology that's more closer to DLSS, you know, the AI super sampling and upscaling and stuff like that. So as soon as that is available for Xbox games and Xbox Game Studio, that is only going to continue to make the experiences far better than what we already have. I'm really hoping that a lot of that stuff is backward compatible, or you know, implemented hardware, so that developers don't have to go back in and rewrite code and stuff like that. I know that's wishful thinking on my part, and a lot of the stuff that I talk about might be, you know, a lot of it's kind of speculation. I do get, my facts, about what's possible and stuff, but then I do speculate on top of that as a way of, you know, Microsoft's marketing for the Xbox Series X was power your dreams, right? Well, these are my dreams and stuff that I think would be amazing in the gaming space. And Microsoft Flight Simulator just puts us one step closer to those dreams being realized. If the cloud technology is as robust and capable as I believe it could be, and probably already is, then the things that we could have this generation are pretty good. And from what I've read off Microsoft's own side about Azure and cloud gaming and everything like that, is this is open source. Like theoretically, PlayStation could possibly use this in their games. I know it works with Unity, it works with Unreal, it works with other platforms. So if that's the case, if PlayStation builds games on Unreal, which I think is going to be the case because they've obviously invested heavily into Epic Games so that they can use that technology. And if they use Unreal Engine 5 combined with Azure Cloud, because they obviously signed they did enter into a partnership with Microsoft for the Azure Cloud. So technically, this is speculation on my part, so that everybody knows this part is speculation. I don't want anybody getting the wrong idea or freaking out or anything like that, but the way I see it is theoretically PlayStation could possibly use this same tech that's in Microsoft Flight Simulator to enhance and expand their own games. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't see Microsoft going out of their way to create this technology, this amazing technology, and then cut people out. Because this technology that you through Azure Cloud, you can use on PC, you can use on Android, you can use it on Apple, you can use it on every other ecosystem out there, every other platform. Why would they block PlayStation off from being able to use this technology? That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I mean, of course, PlayStation would have to, want to use this technology, and for them to not, I mean, if they didn't, let's just face it, PlayStation doesn't have the infrastructure built like Azure Cloud. They just don't. So if Microsoft uses this technology to push gaming forward, PlayStation is just going to be a faster loading PlayStation console that's just another iteration over what was possible last generation. And that's basically it. So, in my opinion, if PlayStation implements this technology, then gaming will move forward at a more consistent rate with better gaming experiences to get us through the future, because I don't mean to be like the bearer of bad news, but games are getting a little bit I find myself wanting more now than ever before when it comes to gaming, and that's the honest truth. I mean, I love playing video games. I love them, and I would keep buying these safe experiences that are mainly just graphics upgrades from games that we've already played 100 times, and that's what really excites me about PlayStation, the Xbox technology that brings games like Microsoft Flight Simulator to life. That's what makes me a believer. That's what has powered but given me hope to see, what's next, what's on the horizon, what's coming after, Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've gotten just a taste of this amazing technology, and now all I want is more. I want to see more. I want to see different engineers using this same technology, you know, just to, like, that's what I want to see going forward, you know. Like, I know that not every game is going to come out and be these amazing freaking world-sized projects, you know. Like, I get that and I understand it, and I'm not delusional by any means to thinking that that's what we're going to get from now on going forward. No, this is the beginning. This is a new beginning in gaming technology and games being powered by the cloud, Azure cloud, that are going to inevitably change the way how we view and how we play games. The experiences are going to get more and more and more closer to what people actually dream, like what you dream about, you know, like being able to explore vast worlds and, you know, not have something, you know, like a standalone console with a basic set of features that are going to prevent the creativity of these guys that develop these games and these experiences for us. Like, they have more power now at their fingertips to be able to create bigger, better, bolder games that are gonna be a lot more enjoyable than basically what we've had. Because I mean, like, I know a lot of the older generation of gamers. You guys feel the same way I do. You do. We've discussed this on my channel. We've talked about it, and that's just the way it is. It's not that we love our gaming experiences, but at the same time, it's not as fulfilling as it used to be. Like, it's gotten to the point where we buy these games and we consume them, and yeah, I mean, some of them are really great, but I mean, let's face it, we've played this hundreds of times already over the years. We are craving something new and exciting to give us that wow factor that we used to have when we would see the new generation of consoles come out and we would see the new games, you know, with the new graphics. I'm telling you, pretty visuals are just not cutting it anymore because, I mean, we've already seen Flight Simulator. It basically looks like real life. It's pretty dang close on the Xbox Series X. It's pretty close. Like, it looks pretty good. If you get too close, you know, some things start to fall apart, but at the same time, it looks pretty freaking close to being realistic. So, I mean, like, how much farther can they really push the visual boundaries of video games? Because, like, eventually it's going to stop wowing us. And then so we need bigger, better, bolder creations that are going to deliver a different type of gaming experience that is going to power us through that, to give us, you know, to restore that wow factor that we've, you know, been going without for quite a while now. I would say about mid PlayStation 3 generation for me, I was starting to fall off, you know, on the visual front and stuff like that. It was getting better, but it wasn't getting better fast enough. And then we had the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One generation that really, you know, took things up visually like a lot more. I'd say a lot more than PS2 to PS3 in terms of, you know, more realistic animations and better hair physics and just, you know, so many different things, better world design. We got pushed, you know, pretty far toward the end of the generation, and now this generation we have the ability to completely upscale all of that, as well as deliver that on a home console that, yeah, like, I'm truly amazed. I'm very interested in learning more about this technology and where it's going to take us in the future. And yeah, I'm going to be right here front and center to experience that with the rest of you and talk to you and conversate with you about, you know, what this means as gamers. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks.